Are you ready? Are you ready to have an existential crisis? Oh wait, hold up a second. I keep forgetting. Let's do it again. Oh my god, this takes forever. Okay. Now, are you ready to have an existential crisis? I forgot again, but then I remembered partway through, so that's what's important. Sorry, my throat is kind of like fucky today, so I might be talking softer than usual. How are you guys doing though? Hold on, I need music. I can't be left alone with my thoughts. I need like 10 things going on at once in order to not like fuck myself up. How are you guys doing today? I know. Oh my god, I'm just here to provide all the abandonment issues. What can I say? I'm good at projecting on the others. Laugh. Wait. Alright. So, I'm curious. What do you guys think that this stream is gonna be about? I'm curious to hear. It's always interesting to see what people's impressions are from a thumbnail, you know, and like a title. There's so many streams, like I'll look at other VTubers and I'm like, I look at their stream title and their thumbnail, and I'm like, what was this gonna be about? Are you playing a game here? Women moments? I do have a couple of those. I'm sure you have a lot of moments too. Would you say your disdain for Chad is you projecting your insecurities? No. That's just genuine disdain. That's true! Oh my god, Roro! Very good. I will make you worse. Emily, all my people. Kind of. Okay. So to give some context, right? I grew up online. Should I have grown up online? Hell no. Hell no. That fucked me up. Like, I was already fucked up, right? But that definitely made it worse. Okay? But I have been noticing this kind of like epidemic of loneliness throughout the years. You know what I mean? A lot of people look for like a connection, you know? Maybe a bride from another country. Maybe like an e-boy from another country to solve their problems. It does not work. It does not. Okay, I'm telling you. Well, actually, that's kind of what we're getting into. For some people, I imagine you can have things that work, right? Right? I low-key grew up on Roblox and Team Fortress 2 and somehow I've turned out alright. Your name is CEO of trains. You're heavily invested in trains. And I'm not making fun of you for that. But I'm saying you had a fixation that was like really wholesome to like divert to, rather than the degeneracy that is the internet, you know? Alright, let me see. I'm talking about a lot of things. Yeah, trains are sick. I feel like more and more people nowadays are getting online to solve problems that could be solved with better socialization. You know? No, I think Senko's the most wholesome Renatic. Sorry, my throat is being so weird. I think it's a stress response. Whenever I get stressed, my throat tends to hurt. And I have to kind of like chill with it. Yeah. I was actually gonna just try and have a discussion on a fixed topic. Or at least like general category. Since I tend to go on tangents, if you guys were not already aware. Online is how I get my socialization, but the thing is, I realize that actually a lot of people, like, even if you socialize online, this is something that I personally struggled with in the past. There are a lot of things that you don't realize, you know? You You cannot get all your socialization online. Like, some people... Have you... I don't know if you guys have ever met up with someone. And then you meet up with them after being friends online for a while. And then... you don't click. You don't click at all. There's no chemistry. You don't know how to interact with them. It's not like you can live your entire life online. I mean, if you wanted that for yourself, right? But as someone who lives a lot of her life online, right? I'm on my computer, like, almost 24/7. When I get up, the first thing I do is check social media. And one thing I have noticed, my eyes are way worse than they used to be. I will say that much. Like, lately I've been taking out my glasses and I'm like, oh my god, I can't see shit. And like, okay, so I have an astigmatism, right? So in one eye, it's significantly worse. Right now, right, I'm covering one eye. I'm covering my left eye. And I'm looking at my chat from probably like 3-4 feet away. I cannot read any of it. I can't read any of it. My own face is a blur. Oh my gosh. It was not this bad before. I'm too young for this. I can sort of read with my other eye. Oh, no, I can't really see anything. Oh my gosh. Let me put my glasses back on. No lie, recently I retreated to interacting online last year and it's been hard to get out to socializing normal. Yeah, I think that this is something that a lot of people, there was actually like a lot of studies on it from what I understand. About like, what do you call it? A lot of people during, like the recent like, I don't know, like during the recent quarantine, right? They were very, very extroverted people and they completely forgot that socialization is something that it cannot just be learned and then done, in my opinion. Like, you will, it's kind of like, I would say socialization is one of those skills that's more, you need the constant application in your daily life. Especially since there's so much changing all the time. Like, I'm not, unironically, every few months, there's some new lingo that I need to learn. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I heard about this thing. Wait, hold on, let me look it up to see if it's bad first. Because I don't know what this is. Urban Dictionary. Thank God for Urban Dictionary, I feel so old. Oh! Oh shit. Okay, yeah. I don't think I could. I don't think I can say that. I think it truly depends on the situation what you're going for on the internet. For example, my enjoyment is to listen to stories, learn literary elements, and listen to literature critiques. I think this is mostly directed at people that live chronically online. You guys want to know? It starts with a B. I might one day a week if I go out and have an in-person game night with friends. Outside of that, I don't go out and do too much. Anxiety doesn't help that either before. That's more than most people do though, Arrow. I do not have cataracts. I don't have cataracts. What the fuck? The other part is not reaching out to hang out with people again. I think it's people don't understand how... When you become unfamiliar with something, especially something that's heavily reliant on someone else's interaction with you, right? It becomes a very, like, alien and anxiety-inducing thing. People who had never had anxiety before the quarantine ended up having anxiety afterwards. Like, the people who wanted to go next, you know, unsub from life, that also dramatically increased. I haven't been out with friends since like a year after high school, so for way too long. Same. Okay, well, no, I did go out with some friends recently, but it wasn't... It's very, very rare. And my friend group from like high school, we just haven't really been hanging out because after the, like, after the quarantine, right? We kind of just never got in touch. And also, I don't really have like other social media. My day is going pretty good. I'm kind of like, I'm not super tired, but yeah, I'm okay. First time lurker here. I was already socially awkward, but the quarantine was a nail in the coffin. This year, especially since I'm entering uni, made online sword and escape. Hey, you know what? Welcome, firstly. And honestly, you weren't the only person like that. Don't feel bad. It's hard to talk to people. Like, people don't believe me when I tell them that I'm very shy, right? Because one, I'm a streamer, and two, I'm very, like, upfront. But this is my space, you know? I can talk to people and be very friendly with them, but only in a, like, certain capacity. When it comes to actually, like, making friends, it's a very different story for me. You know, everybody struggles with different things. This is something that I'm personally working on. I constantly have, like, this anxiety that people hate me. I'm not shy IRL. I'm not. I will talk to strangers. I will have conversations with, like, the cashier. I will, like, approach people and comment on, like, things. I have no issue IRL. But I have an issue making friends. So... Social gatherings and their dynamics have already changed radically. And what happened the past few years, now we have this situation. I agree, Mr. X. I think that a lot of people started seeing a lot of different opinions online. People who weren't normally online before, right? Started getting exposed to more and more online culture. And this little bubble that they had, probably like shared opinions or more PC stuff, right? That got broken a little bit for a lot of people. I don't know if that makes sense. MySpace? Please, I'm already old. Actually, what helped me was playing a game called Hell Let Loose. It's a game that requires a lot of teamwork and communication. What kind of game is this? I'm curious. Let me see. Where is it? I'm still here, waiting for you. Oh wow, the graphics on this are actually really good. What the heck? I'm sorry if I bored you. There you go. I was looking at the gameplay, sorry. Actually, it looks pretty interesting. I don't know if I would play it, but I can see how people would play it. I was unsociable in high school, and now online is the closest I can get to any interaction. I feel you. So, okay, this is my experience, right? People like their comfort zone. There are very few people that consistently go out of their comfort zone. You know? And for me, when I was in junior high, for you Americans, that is middle school. When I was in junior high, I had a large group of friends. I was quite popular, actually. I was friends with, like, basically everybody. And then, come time for high school, all my friends group, like, split up, right? I went to a high school that was nearby, and I had 1 or 2 friends that, like, went there with me, right? From my junior high. Hi, Wiz, how are you doing? And then, what do you call it? And then the rest of them, they all went to various other schools, right? We would come over, like, for birthdays and stuff. Occasionally, like, a dinner, something like that. But for me, I started retreating more and more into my shell because I had no idea how to make friends anymore. I had spent 3 years with people. I didn't have to make friends. But then high school, it was so much bigger. It was such a huge difference for me. And there were different people. So, for context, the school, I guess I would say it was almost like sheltered. So the junior high I went to was very, very, like, it was small. And it was like a combined, like, elementary school and junior high. And it was very kind of like academic. I had to take a test to get in again, which I did for elementary school as well. And it was very kind of sheltered, you know? Junior high is 3 years here. Well, I mean, some places, depending on the province, it's 4 years, I guess? No. Okay, so usually in Canada, high school is 3 years, and junior high is 3 years, and elementary school is from K to 6. So sometimes the elementary school will include preschool, but that's usually how it works. Occasionally, depending on the province, you will have high school, or like depending on the school, honestly, you will have 9 to 12 in high school. It really depends though. But I went to kind of like a sheltered school. Like, I remember this was kind of like, in hindsight, that was pretty fucked up, right? But there was like a rumor going around that like, oh, this couple like finally did the deed for the first time. And you know, when I'm looking back at it years later, I'm like, it's really fucked up that people were talking about that. It was really fucked up. Like, I didn't put much like thought into it at the time, right? But that was like something super, super shocking for us to hear, you know? And for the record, I do not think that junior high schools and high schools should be mixed. The way high schoolers act compared to junior high, totally different. Junior high, little babies. High school, also little babies, but... No, I mean, for us, that was like a huge shock. That was like it was unheard of. Like, if anyone even held hands, it was like, oh my god. And this was like in grade 8, grade 9. But my point is, okay, it was a very sheltered school. I mean, I went to a large school where people were like, bro, it was like I went from almost like some sheltered little private school. It wasn't private, but it was academic. To some horrifying, like, how would I describe this? It was like almost like a cesspool to me. I was like, oh my god, these people, what are they doing in the hallways? And then there were some legitimately unfriendly people. I had never encountered people that were unfriendly to me before, really. It was so strange. Like, there were people in this school that would actually beat you up. Actually, like, were involved in, like, criminal activities. And I was so shocked. And I didn't know how to make friends. And it was at a time where my anxiety was getting really bad. So, on top of my... Okay, I didn't explain this either. No, I've never gotten into fights. People like me, okay? You wouldn't know. But anyways, my health was kind of like poor. So I ended up missing a lot of school. And because I was missing a lot of school, I developed anxiety. Because I thought my teachers thought I was lying, okay? But turns out it was a combination of depression and pain. A lot of pain. Like, when I say periods are serious business, okay, they are. For a lot of women, right? Okay, it's not uncommon for a woman to think that period cramps or like an organ rupturing, sorry, or something like that, or like a serious medical condition is just period cramps. And for me, mine were very, very bad when I was younger. So, I ended up missing a lot of school. I thought my teachers thought I was lying, and like, I started to overthink every little interaction. And then I ended up missing so much school that, like, I just didn't want to go anymore. Like, it got to the point where I, like, low-key had, like, agoraphobia almost. Like, I couldn't leave my house. And so for, like, months, I would go in my closet, pretend I went to school, and then when the school phoned to say, oh, Rana isn't at school today, then I would delete the message before anyone got to it. I was very sneaky about this. I would, like, hide my bag, I would take my shoes, and I would, like, hide them because my anxiety was that bad. I really could not go to school. But my point is, even someone as well socialized as me, okay, and as well popular as me, forgot how to make friends. I would say that, like, I still don't really know how to do it. If people approach me, then I'm not very good at it, okay? I will be very friendly, and I can keep a conversation going, right? But if a lot of the times, I often feel like people don't really want to get to know me. I have very bad issues getting close to people. But if it's like, just like chatting or anything, I'm very good at that. And so, I know, I was social and popular. Crazy. And then actually I ended up starting to like live online a lot when I was younger, but I still had like friends and stuff, and I still had a lot of friends at school, but it got worse because at a certain point I stopped going to school. And I was like, it's fine. I have my online friends. Do not think this. It is not fine. Okay? You know, it's not... Okay, I'm not gonna tell you your online friends aren't real friends. But there is a lot more of an unknown when you are online friends. I'm like, I'll just be honest with you. People can die and you won't even know it. You can have this friend of 8 years, never met them. You feel like they're close. They're your first thought. Like when like XYZ goes wrong, you know, they're your first person that like you want to play XYZ game with. And then suddenly they just won't be there. And you'll have no idea what happened to them. You'll have no way to like actually contact them, to like find out what happened to them from their family. You may not even know their family. You know? And there are these barriers that prevent a fully, like, not necessarily developed friendship, but I guess I would say that. There are a lot of things that you cannot access. Just because you... Okay, for example, you love playing D&D online. You know, it's tons of fun. You look forward to it every week. But wouldn't it be great if you could do that in person? If you guys could all share snacks together? If you could see the die, like, roll? You know? If you could have those figurines, like, in front of you and move them yourself. And then maybe after you're done your D&D session, you guys can watch a movie or something like that. And, like, you can just, like, play physical board games. There are so many things that you do not have access to. And I do think that it's possible to have happiness online, genuinely. But I do think it's also important to balance that happiness and where you're getting your happiness from. Yeah, I agree. I agree that D&D is better in person. I've been thinking of, like, seeing if I can join some IRL D&D group. I'm kind of busy, though. There's no actual bond between you? I don't agree with that. Some of my, like, best friends are online, you know? And some people I've known for years. Like, 7 years, dude. I'm not gonna say it's exactly the same, but people can be genuine. That said, there are a lot of people that will take advantage of you, and I have learned that the hard way. You know? There are lots of people that have lied to me or, like, backstabbed me. And it's also important to maintain your safety. Not that you shouldn't be safe IRL, but the thing is, the difference is, right? The consequences for anyone in your IRL sphere doing something to you are much more realistic. You know? Rather than going on a goose chase online. Does that make sense? Like, if someone has, like, is under suspicion IRL for, like, breaking into your house, right? What the fuck was in my mouth? Like, some peppery thing? What did I eat? Maybe it's a sauce. Oh, but yeah. That person is significantly more likely to get caught and put in prison than some, like, person online that you trusted that took advantage of you. And this is just the reality. Hold on. Yeah, exactly. Your reputation matters more, IRL. Like, I do definitely believe it's possible to have, like, online friends that are very, very real and can be lifelong friends. And you can transition that friendship into, like, a long distance IRL friendship. You know? That is 100% possible. But you need to be very, very careful. And this is becoming an internet safety lesson. Notebook review in Skies of Crota forum, homies. It's also like some of the most precious memories, you know? some memories you just, oh shoot, my mic is, yeah. No. There you go. Hold on, I need one more bandage. As maintain your own etiquette and morals. I mean, I don't disagree. You have them for a reason. For me, my morals are very deeply embedded into me. That said, I can see the validity of other opinions, even if they are different. You know, I have friends that I met from Amino during 2017. We are still in contact now in Discord, and the fact that we are still in contact now means a lot to me, and the idea of online friends. Hey, I'm really happy for you, Davin. You know, it's nice to have those relationships that last so long. Like, even, you know, do you guys know how I talked about that best friend I had? What do you call it? She called me an acquaintance after we were friends for like 10 years because we like distance and stuff. Like, if she didn't call me her best friend anymore, I would get it, right? But it's not like I didn't try to find like common ground or anything. And naturally people drift. But like an acquaintance, it's kind of fucked up, you know? We knew each other since elementary school. We went to the same elementary school and the same junior high. like that's an IRL friend. You can get shit on by IRL friends too. That is very possible. But it's much easier for people to do it online because online people get this sense of freedom. You can do whatever you want, be whoever you want, you know? Obviously, in reality, that's not necessarily the case, but it can be to an extent. Yeah, it wasn't the first time I got demoted either. And I was going through like a really hard time in my life, and she knew it. And she would ask me, because like I was super depressed, right? And she would ask me like, how are you doing? I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm pretty miserable. And I get that like my negativity might have been like draining for her, and that's valid, right? But you can talk to me. You can tell me. You know, I can't like fix something unless I know it's an issue. Why did my playlist stop? Now I'm angry. We're okay. Whatever. Friendship demotion. It happened to someone like last year with me, and I was like, you literally made this up in your head. This scenario, right? I don't know if you managed to catch that earlier message of mine, but for me, my online friends going online wasn't an escape from real life. That's very valid. For me, that was the case. My home life was very, very bad. And I ended up going online a lot. I used to have like all this like my custom MSN messages when I was younger. And I would make my font super cute and pretty. And what do you call it? And MSN. Oh, Mockingjay Jax is talking about League. So, but yeah, I do think that this is also a very dangerous like thing. If you are someone that's incredibly what do you call it? Lonely, it's very, very easy for you to get taken advantage of. People sniff that out, you know? People understand, like, when they can use others. For me, it's a little difficult to comprehend. Like, I understand how they can think that, right? But it's difficult for me to understand that mentality of wanting to use people. And I'm sure that for most people with the generally considered good morals have a difficulty understanding that as well. MSN, okay, so it was like a chat thingy. You had your email, you had your Hotmail or like MSN, and then you use it like as a you could have like a chat box, like a private chat thingy. It's kind of like, I guess it's kind of like Skype or Discord, kind of. I came back kind of late, but how did you get that round of confidence if that wasn't already? Because it's just enough where it's not narcissism that's real beautiful. Well, I'm glad that you think so. I try to see myself objectively, But unfortunately, I'm actually not very good at it. Anytime, like, so for example, a lot of my friends will get mad at me because they'll be like, I don't understand why you see yourself like this. And it will not be in like a positive light. But like the second it comes to anything that's myself, I will shit on myself. Don't take that out of context. I realize that sounds weird now that I've already said it. Whatever. I do not go into statements thinking that it's gonna sound weird, but sometimes it just... something about it, okay? Hi Sarah, I hope you're having a nice day as well. Hi Passion Food. But yeah, it was Imagine Discord DMs, but that's all the program is. And you can customize your font, you can like customize like some stickers and stuff. Blah blah blah. I recall being in correspondence with someone for a period of at least 6 months. It wasn't until after. It wasn't until the end that I finally listened to my Discord mates and realized it was toxic as hell. You do not realize things. When you are in a very, very dark place, or this is the one connection you have, right? This is all you have that keeps you going or makes you feel like it's possible for you to have relationships, you know, platonic or otherwise, right? You tend to rely on them, and anything feels more possible. It all depends on your mind state. You're self-deprecating, not self-defecating. That's a good one. I'll give you that one. It's like when you're... People wonder how certain decisions came to be. Like, how did you guys think that? But you have to understand it's a slow escalation, or like a slow, like... Some people are just incredibly charismatic, and they can make things sound good. They can make things sound realistic. They can make them sound like anything is possible. You can do this. You know, if you just buy this voice pack for $10, you will achieve nirvana. Which I'm not going to say that is guaranteed for my voice packs, but it is a 99% chance. So in the future, if you ever want to, you know, purchase my voice pack, that is a potential benefit. That said, you guys might all have very bad RNG. Okay, that is that is not my problem. If you have bad RNG, I got 3 nat 1s in a row. It can happen to you too. But anyways, okay. Relatable? No, it's fine. Guys, if I wanted to be a charlatan, I genuinely feel like I could be like a charlatan. I don't know what it is. Alright. I feel that folks gotta tell me to stop being so harsh on myself. You know the old saying of being one's own harshest critic? I agree. I'm very hard on myself. And the thing is, at a certain point, being hard on yourself isn't constructive. You don't get anything out of, like, being hard on yourself at a certain point. A charlatan is like someone who scams you. A deceiver, kind of. They try to swindle people. I get attached too easily and I'm autistic. I had a really bad prank on me that made me wait, what is this? I don't know what this is. It legit drove me crazy. I'm really sorry that happened. Some people think it's nice to have power over others. And while I do feel this in certain situations, and I think everybody does, right? It's... What defines good people versus bad people is taking advantage of that. You know? It's nice to be the boss. You know, it's nice to have power over things because control is something that everybody wants, I feel. Whether it's like, maybe they don't want it in certain aspects of their life. But I feel like a lot of people want control because if you have control, that means you have freedom. The freedom to make various choices, to make various decisions, to influence the impact instead of being in a position where you are... It's like a proactive protagonist versus someone who's a reactionary protagonist. Hi Veneray, how are you doing? Are you feeling better today? Happiness is you. Find a good friend on here that has the same love for things as yourself. That's good things. That's a good thing to find online. I do agree it's a good thing to find online. But it's not... Online friends are never going to be able to fully fill the void. Especially, there are certain boundaries that will escalate and be broken, you know, when you're friends with someone online. But there are limitations to what you can do, as I said, like the physical disparity and barrier between how you interact with people. You're missing out on a whole world of that. You know, and honestly, what you're also missing out on is not just those experiences, but you're missing out on knowing those parts of that person. For example, you go out to dinner with a friend and you see them like picking out peas from their food, right? You might not know. Like, you could go your entire friendship online never knowing that they dislike peas. And I'm not saying that that couldn't happen IRL, right? But you find out these little things about like that person, as well as like their habits and stuff. These are aspects of their personality that you are much less to be like likely to be privy to if you are just online friends. Still sick as a dog? No! I hope you feel better soon. Dude, one time, like, I got like, fuck, what do you call it? Whatever. I lost my sense of taste, like, when I was sick, and then my friend ordered me McDonald's. I was so sad. I was so sad. Also, key point, listen to that little bit at the back of your head when it starts screaming that things are wrong. You'll subconsciously notice things before you realize. Yeah, your instincts are very, very important. I'm not saying it's, like, always there, right? But, like, sometimes your instincts can steer you wrong, but more often than not, they are right. Also, if your animal ever dislikes someone, that's a red flag. That said, my sister's dog barks at me constantly, but that's different, okay? What I am talking about is like, okay. Like, let's say you introduce someone. What do you call it? What was I saying? No! I closed it off. I made a fucky wucky, hold up. Hey, people. I got this one. I don't want to listen to this anymore. I'll listen to floss. What was I saying? I forgot. Already called in sick from work tomorrow. And Saturday, coworkers might as well just drag my body across the floor. Maybe you could be a paperweight. Have you decided, like, to switch careers? Have you considered this? I'm convinced there's this bug that won't fuck off. The root of most fear for the majority of people is loss of control. We fear death because of the loss of control. I think that's an interesting thought. I don't personally agree. I think it's more a fear of the unknown. I partially disagree with your thoughts of being hard on yourself. If you're constructive with your self-criticism, I do think that you get somewhere with that criticism. I mean, I specifically said verbatim, like, at a certain point, it isn't constructive. You know? If you're just shitting on yourself constantly, that's not constructive. What actually makes it constructive is the actions that you combine with the criticism. Criticism isn't bad, you know? It's just how you utilize the criticism, you know? Like, if you're too hard on yourself to the point that you're, like, destroying your own self-esteem, not me, then it's not... You're not doing anything for yourself. Also, at the same time, having standards that are too high for yourself without actually perceiving the situation and the realism within it is very... What is the word? Debilitating, I would say. You're setting yourself up for failure, and in setting yourself up for failure, you create this cycle where you disappoint yourself and you hate yourself, and then you feel bad and you set higher and higher expectations thinking that you will hit these expectations, but you don't hit those expectations. Why? Because you made yourself sad, because you made yourself miserable. And realistically, the expectations that you had weren't reasonable to begin with. There were so many factors that you did not put into place or like into consideration. Like, for example, if someone says, I don't like... That's why I try not to focus on number goals, because there are so many factors that go into numbers. You know? There are so many different ways that you can be successful, and when you place all your worth, all your value on a certain number, right? You think that that is what you have defined as success. I'm not saying it's not okay to have goals. It is okay to have goals. But it's also important for you to be okay with not achieving them. And knowing that, hey, maybe this isn't super achievable, but I want to try. I think that these things are very, very important for your mental health. To understand that maybe you're not going to get this one this time. And you look back and you examine why. It wasn't... A lot of people... I think the problem with goals, okay, is that a lot of people will make them because they see a certain value correlated with this goal. And then they will go out, they will set out to achieve that goal. And then they will not examine how and why they failed. You know? And it depending on the person, right? The factors out of their control could be more frustrating or less frustrating. It really depends on how you interpret it. But I think that, for me personally, as someone who has the factors out of my control be frustrating, right? I think it's important to control your perception of that, or at least try. Because you cannot simply stop worrying about things out of your control. But I do think it's important to try. And recognizing, like, genuinely what you can change, you know? I know that makes sense. You can't just explain the last decade of my life, but that's what I'm so good at. I'm very, very good at it. Dun, dun. Wait, hold on. Dun, dun. Nya, 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 nya. Sorry. Ever since I was little, my parents always taught me that it didn't matter if I failed as long as I stood back up and keep moving forward. I would say that's the real definition of failure, giving up. But that's also a complicated thing because there are some situations where it's okay. It's okay to, like, move on to something, you know? It's okay to find something else that you get invested in. Hi, my goddy. Feel like that can only see the destination, not the journey. Yeah, there is genuine value in failure. Like, legitimately. You learn so much from failure. I know that sounds really cheesy, but it's true. You wouldn't be able to know what doesn't work if you didn't experience it. Okay? I mean, talent just puts you ahead earlier on. You still need to work to develop that. Like, you can have, like, an innate... like, what's... An innate ability to learn certain things faster or a certain activity faster, but you still need to put in the effort. You know what I mean? Hi, Francis, what's up? Sorry. My throat. Wait, where is it? I was looking for... I can't find it. Oh, putting smaller goals in between, maybe? I agree with putting smaller goals in between. I think it's healthy. I don't know if it works for everybody, but I do think it's a solid attempt at having, like... how do I put it? Or at least, like, being kinder to yourself. You know? Start low. It's okay to take time, because the time that you spent, for example, I feel like I wasted my youth. I didn't. I know objectively I'm not old, right? I have a long life ahead of me, God forbid. And, like, I feel all the time like I wasted my youth. But there are people older than me that feel that way too. And they've done more than I have. You know? The time that you spend worrying about your wasted youth or what you could have done here, it's better to just use it to do it. Like, I know that it's something that's not super easy. My lotion is liquid and I don't know how to put it back. But yeah. I hope you feel better, Mockingjay. Even, like, if you feel you don't have talent, I think that you can make something of yourself if you want. It takes time, but you will get there. Like, also, you can't make a comparison necessarily. Like, you don't know everything that's going on in people's lives. A lot of content creators will make comparisons, and I'm guilty of it, right? But the reality is there are so many different things that you are both going through. You know? VTuber 25, I wasted my youth. I will tell you guys something. I'm not 25. Also, like, I've even seen like 22-year-olds talk about wasting their youth. They're like, I didn't do anything. But that's the thing though. I feel like this is like a cultural thing where you feel pressured to accomplish so much, even though you aren't even equipped with the life skills that you need. Like, you don't get taught so many things. Dude, it took me how long to figure out how to do my taxes? Why wasn't that taught to me? You know? Why? Excuse me, I'm forever 21? Or 23. Whichever. Oh, I have to... Fuck. Aimlessness is rough too. Periods of not having a goal to work toward is the worst. I think the problem with that is, like, you start to get existential and you start to feel like because you're not doing something, you're wasting your life. But honestly, not doing something is important too. If you didn't do nothing, sometimes you wouldn't realize that you have to do something. Sometimes you wouldn't figure out what you want to do. You know, it's important to have these like lull periods in your life. You can't always be on, you know? But also as you grow up, you aren't brought up to think that way with grading and testing in school, going to college and jobs. Yes, yes. There's a lot of pressure on you to be someone as soon as possible. And that's why a lot of people feel like they're wasting their youth because they aren't XYZ level of success in their head that's been projected onto them when they are like whatever age. And it's sad to see, honestly. Honestly, advice I wish I've gotten eons ago. Failure made me feel like I was garbage at X thing compared to other people who actually grasp the material. Yeah, and it's not your fault. You know, some people just get things like more easily than others. You know? You gotta find your happiness in real life, not online. I think that that's definitely what you should do. I think that you can find happiness online, but you should never rely on it as your like sole thing of happiness. You know, you should not be going out seeking it online, in my opinion. I think it should be things that assist you with getting grounded to potentially find that happiness in your actual daily life. You know, like, for example, there's a streamer you like that you really, really like watching. They give you comfort, and they slowly help you talk to people. Stop fucking giving me this ad shit, right? And they start to make you feel a little more comfortable with talking, and then you transition that to your IRL space, and you start being more extroverted. Not that you have to be, like, in order to be extroverted, you need to be, or, sorry, you don't need to be extroverted in order to be happy, right? But it is important to be able to talk to people. I think that's a very important skill. I'm really fucking hungry. I'm glad you fed your dog. I'm really say talent, I say affinity. If you didn't know what you're drawn to, it means it just feels like you waste a lot of time. I think that it's just like a lot of... I don't know if you guys feel this way. To me, right? So by now, a lot of people know that I originally wanted to go into psychiatry. I wanted to be a doctor. And my entire childhood, okay, this is what I was told. I was told, go to school, okay? If you don't go to school, you're gonna end up working at McDonald's. And there's nothing wrong with working at McDonald's, right? But this is the kind of culture that was pressured on me, right? That was seen as failure, quote unquote. What's wrong with working at McDonald's? Huh? If you're happy, who cares how you live your life? Okay? if you, maybe you're working at McDonald's so that you can pursue something more ambitious. That's okay too. Who am I to judge? These jobs are still important, you know? But like, ow, sorry, my ankle. I sit on my ankle way too much. But what was I saying? For me, this is something I struggled with a lot, and I felt very, very bad about like not going to post-secondary school. Yeah, I'm okay. I just like pulled something. But I felt very, very bad about not going to post-secondary school because to me, that was the only way I would ever become something. And if I didn't become something, then I was worthless. This was the mentality I had, and it took a very, very long time to kind of steer away from that because it was very deeply ingrained. Especially since like, well, as I said, I went to academic schools. I took like advanced classes, like I took like IB and stuff. And I wanted to do all these things, but look at me now, I'm a VTuber. So, okay, maybe my mom was right. Maybe she was onto something. But in all seriousness, like, happiness, I think the problem is people don't focus on how they can integrate their happiness into something that will sustain them. You know what I mean? It's like the same way people kind of don't diversify their income. Like, have backup plans. It's very important to have backup plans. I'd say you're doing pretty well though. Thank you, Soren. I'm glad you think so. I personally, I don't know how I feel about how I'm doing, but it's nice that you guys think so. But this is what I mean when it's all about perspective, right? I am generally very, very good about seeing things objectively. Like, I try to always see the validity in both sides. I try to see, like, how other people can come to a certain conclusion, but when it comes to myself, I'm not very good. You know? I do tend to, like, focus on the negativity. The amount of people that were like, if you don't go to school, you'll be working a fast food job or retail job, and now it's like half those retail jobs / fast food pay more than other careers. Yeah, and you go to school for like this degree that puts you into how many hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt, and then you can't even find a job afterwards. I remember the same crack was also being said to construction workers. Like, by that logic, if everyone is successful, everyone will be homeless. Yeah, they're like, the jobs are still important. There's still a value to those jobs, and it's not fair to discredit the value. And to be fair, like, my family, since like several mental breakdowns later, right, they've been very supportive, you know, and kind. Oh shit, did I? No, I think sorry, I was thinking, I'm like, did I give money to my mom this month? I was like, yeah, I did. I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm 90% sure I did. Where was it? At least you have that, Rana. I'm older than you, working a blue-collar job and watching the anime crawl on the internet. I mean, are you happy? What would make you happier in your life? Oh shit, I haven't heard this song in forever! Oh my god, pop off! Ayo! My trade school is 6 weeks, working K, and I had a job before I finished the course. College isn't the only option. Yes! Trades are severely underutilized. If you guys don't know what to do, and you just want to get like a job, go into trades. Trades, you get hella money. Electrician, plumbing, so much, dude. And the amount of school that you needed is not that long. So, you have, like, there are options. That's my sister. She has a master's in criminal justice for her internship, and her first internship didn't even pay her for work. She's still looking for employment. I hope that your sister finds employment soon. She sounds like a really intelligent person. Thought that one was personal. I got a law degree. Lawyers in my country suck, and so is everything related to it. Haven't used that degree for anything. I'm so sorry, Sarah. The sucky thing about a law degree too is you can't exactly transfer it to another country as well, because you've already learned this country's, like, laws. Trades are good, just make sure to take care of yourself because it's very physically demanding. Yeah, that's true. It's very tiring. And there is some, like, dangerous work, like welding, for example. So, that's one thing. You're right now employed as an anime girl on the internet, paid to play games and talk to us. Pretty sure that's successful by most people's definitions. I mean, there's a lot you guys don't know. And the thing is, there are a lot of factors that go into it. Like, I'm not going to pretend that I'm not in a good position necessarily, right? I think that there's a lot to be grateful for and a lot that, like, I don't have to worry about compared to other people, but those are my personal circumstances, you know? Because, like, what do you call it? How do I explain this? I will say that this job has its own issues. You know? Like, if I had any debt, right? I would be in a much more difficult position. You know? It's complicated. Happier, more money, or specifically ownership of a living space as opposed to renting. Aside from that, not much, because my current job, despite being low tier, is very comfy and happy. You know what? That's good, though. A lot of people can't say that. I'm glad that you at least have that. Maybe there's, like, you'll find some way to diversify your income and find something that can help expand your wealth. Like, there are risks, you know, to this job. Welding and some engineering pays massively high. Yeah, but I think engineering you need more school for, right? I'm pretty sure. If you're a kid, you often get told that college is the only way to success. It's true. You get told that a lot. I'm gonna... I swear to God. I try not to kill bugs, but I'm gonna fuck this one up. Where are you? You go to my boobs? No. Trades in general are insanely profitable because with the older generations retiring, the younger ones coming into play now don't want to do that kind of physical work. I don't know if it's... I don't know if it's that. I can't say genuinely. But I mean, that's possibly a factor. I just don't know if I'd ever be marriage material with this job. It's what I worry about. You aren't the only one, buddy. You are the only one. Sometimes I think to myself, when I get older, maybe one day I'll settle down. Then I realize, hold up a second. Hold up a second. I don't have anything to offer anybody. My bad, bros. I can say cute things in a cute voice. You know? And remember, I try to comfort myself with this. A lot of worse people find partners. A lot of way worse people. Way worse. Any kids graduate high school at 17 years old? And kids graduate high school at 17 years old. Like, you don't even have time to consider any other options if you've been getting pushed into college your whole life. Yeah, also with the expiration of, like, scholarships and stuff. You know? Like, you're pressured to explore it. And the thing is, you get very punished for exploring different things you would like to learn or do as your future. You go to school for 5 years to decide something you want to do for 30 years. And you don't even get, like, an accurate experience of what that, like, job is. So many people have this disconnect from their internship compared to the actual job. Because I don't actually get it. My future girlfriend doesn't support me in gotcha decisions and doesn't yell 1v1 me, bro, in FPS games. Why even bother? So true. Not worth it. I should go finish the assignment I'm writing and study for an exam. Hey! Good luck on your exam, Alexander. You got this. I believe in you. Don't be a waste of space. Kind of contradictory to this whole discussion. Computer, give me the fastest way to make $1 million. No actual work required. Computer. Guys, give Apollo money for a computer. A computer will improve your life drastically if you do any content creation. Yeah, sure. You're not lonely when I stream. Or Actually, I can believe it from you. I hear college is extremely good for socializing, but the college I go to is basically or mainly online. I feel like this is also kind of like a problem. Like, I'm not saying that online courses aren't good, right? I think that online courses are good, but for a lot of people, because for certain people, right? Online courses can turn into this escape instead of actually dealing with their problems. What do you mean, silly? Never! I hope that you were doing well. Are you all, like, you're not sick anymore? So many people I know have gotten sick. I hope that you're feeling better. I'm worried I've already missed that opportunity myself, though, rather than it being something I can look forward to. Why are you worrying about something you... Okay. If you missed it, right? There's nothing you can do about it now. And if you don't know you missed it, why are you worrying? You're worrying over a hypothetical. I understand why you're worrying, right? But when I say it out loud, does it put it in perspective for you? Sometimes you just need to hear it, and then you're like, oh. Oh. You know? But it's like, for example, if I bought the lottery, like a lottery ticket, like, I don't know, how many years ago on this specific date, instead of not buying it, could I have won this? Like, maybe. Maybe I could have. But I didn't. And I will never know. I will never know whether or not that lottery ticket would have won me, like, millions of dollars. I hear people in the 20 to 25 range worrying about the things I do. The problem is I just turned 34. I worry I've missed the boat on a lot of things. Like, you know what makes me feel better? Sometimes I see people, like, I see pictures of, like, 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds getting their degree, going back to school, living a full life. I think it's because people feel pressured to do it within a certain time frame, you know? Like, anything's possible. My mom had me when she was, like, later. Like, older. You know? Anything is possible. And I was the planned child, okay? My sister wasn't wanted. Where is it? Here, you guys want to listen to what I'm listening to? Oh. Yeah, you should. Also watch my shorts playlist. Here, you guys can... Oh, shoot. You can listen to what I'm listening to. You're welcome. There. Good night, Mika. Rest well. Hey, you know what? You got this. I'm cheering for you. You're gonna get a job interview soon, and it's gonna be for your dream job. I'm manifesting for you. I wasn't planned either, I can tell. Definitely feel like the education system doesn't exactly do the best job of encouraging people to consider what they enjoy / want to do. I agree, and I feel like if there were a lot more passionate people, because a lot of people go into a career for like money, or because they feel pressured to do so, right? Like, they do not get the best people for the job. You know what I mean? How late are we talking for all the stuff I have to worry about? Women do have that additional biological one. My mom had me when she was... at least late 30s, I think. Right? It's a banger! So, it was pretty late. The link was from what I'm listening to. Remember, Chad, there are 3 certainties in life: death, taxes, and round being an absolute gift. Cap. Like, if people had a realistic idea of what each job entailed, which the problem is, people think they want a job, right? But then they get into the actual work of it, or they get hired for a position that they went, like, in, that they got the qualifications for, right? And they find it's very, very different from what they expected. They're very disillusioned. And then it kills their passion, if they had any. You know, you don't have like an actual idea of what you're going to be doing for the next maybe like 20, 30 years. And I think that the more passionate someone is about someone, the better results you're going to get 100% of the time. Hi Maki, I hope you're doing well. 𝑺𝑶𝑪𝑰𝑨𝑳𝑺 is so unique and high quality. Why is high quality in quotation marks? I have so many things I could say to destroy your self-esteem right now, but I won't. It's too easy. Her mom spent more time working on her in the assembly phase to make sure she was the best she could be. Yeah, she had all the blueprints ready from my birth. Got high grades, went to college, got an office job at a good company, did everything I was supposed to do, then I hated it. Yeah. I know a couple people like that have just like ditched their jobs because they're so unhappy with it. And I mean, I can't blame them for being unhappy with it. Some people like monotony. You know, some people like doing the same thing day in, day out, and then they get a, what do you call it? Then they go next. They go home, they have their routine. Hey boss, just popping in to say hello and wish y'all a good stream. Still kind of sick, I've been in and out of consciousness all day. I hope that you feel better, Hazen. You've been sick for so long now. And I hope you stay safe. High quality because I'm referring to humans like they are assembled products in the humorous way. Ah, I see. Naruhodo ne. My dad pressured me to take over his engineering for him, but he's always stressed. The work is annoying and mundane. I really don't want to do it because of how soul-crushing it is. Yeah. I mean, what would you do instead? Like, how would you make it work? I'm hungry. Someone feed me. Someone feed me. I went and I looked at the food downstairs and I had some of the pasta my mom made, but everything made me sick. Like, if I'm not in the mood for something, or like if I'm having heartburn, I really can't eat certain foods. Eat me? Do you want to make me more sick? Even just the smell would make me pass out. Disgusting. Sometimes the way that people talk about having their jobs and their experience at work often make people scared to get to their dream jobs for fear of losing interest in something they love. There are a lot of people that, they try to turn their hobby into a career. And for some people, that can work. For other people, they can just ruin something they loved. You know? And it's okay to take a step back. Not everything you enjoy needs to be a career. You know? People tell you to pursue your passions, but I think that it's also important to, it's important to consider that, like, you don't have to make a job out of something you love necessarily. You can make a job out of something you like. You know? Like, even for streaming for some people, a lot of content creators, they might have loved what they did at first. But then as I got pressured to, like, pump out more and more videos or whatever, it started to become something they dread. And it's really, really sad to see that. Because, especially with something like, content creation, where you are putting yourself at the forefront, right? What you are oftentimes selling is yourself. It's very, very disheartening to see. And it can happen to people so easily. You know what I mean? Not me, I love what I do. I didn't ask. You know, it's hard to see someone lose their love for something. And it sucks when you, especially you, enjoy watching them, you know? But then you realize that what they're doing, they're not enjoying it all. It's very, very sad. And I hope that I personally never end up feeling like that. I need to go in the washroom. BRB. I am back. Oh gosh, I sat down too quickly and my head hurts now. God damn it, I just took my brain. Oh yeah. Annyeong. See, this is why I need talking points, okay? I need to stay on topic because I already went off topic. By the way, I don't think I'll stream super long today. My sister wants me to dye her hair because we're going to like a wedding later on. You finished LSP a couple hours ago. I loved it. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. There was a topic. I just lost sight of it. To be fair, isn't it? Okay, isn't it a show of like how good I am at talking? Okay, that I can go off topic so much. I feel like it's not inherently off, you know? No, it's not tonight. It's like later on, like next month. The best advice on finding a career is find the thing that fulfills you in the most basic way possible. And maybe you enjoy art, but it's the satisfaction of creating something is what fulfills you. It's very, very difficult to have career, like creative careers, you know? I'll share whatever you say. You say that, but you're still here listening to me talk. I will say something. I am very good at talking, okay? If there's one thing I'm good at, it's talking. And I am, okay, believe it or not. You know what? You don't even need to believe it, because it's true. I'm a very intelligent person. Oh, you've been playing Celeste, Neo? I hope that you're enjoying it. Is this your first time? What do you call it? What is this on my knee? Is this a mosquito bite? I think it's from a mosquito bite. Can you hear me scratching my knee? I'm like a little cat. Meow. It's not off topic. It's you know what? Sure, we'll say that, killer. But I think, I don't know, it's fun to talk about things. But my entire discussion was like, we were wondering if happiness is something that's possible online. And I think my overall opinion on it is that you should use any happiness you find online to develop a solid, stable happiness IRL. I don't think that you can possibly, like, I don't think it's healthy for you to rely on all your happiness online. You know, ultimately you need to have some stable things that you can, what do you call it, integrate into your life. Because honestly, anything online has a tendency to be very, very volatile. Hi, Ranny. Aww. Thank you. It is very fun right now. I consider myself very intelligent as well. However, there's a fine line between someone who's extremely intelligent and someone who's a genius. Yeah, but that line is irrelevant right now. We're not talking about being a genius. You know? Rana, please be eternal. If you guys want me to be eternal, give me reasons to stay. What if one day I disappear? Huh? Is it working? Am I inciting fear into your hearts? I'm telling you to appreciate me. You never know when something will happen. See, that's another fear about something online. Trying to find happiness in other people is generally not a good idea, I agree. You put too much responsibility on somebody. And the thing is, people change. You know? You never know who someone's gonna be, like, 5 years from now. You can at least generally control who you are, but for other people, that's not the case. So, find your identity through the ones around you and your interests. Your algorithms, also, I agree. Wait, you agree with what? Yeah! Of where? I'm so tired of this bug. This bug is ruining my life. Don't joke about it. I lost 5 VTubers this month. I mean, I'm not entirely joking, but that's really unlucky. I'm sorry you had to experience that. The reality is, I said this yesterday, but it is very symbiotic. The 21st night of September. Da, 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 da. Yeah, like, it may not even be within my control. Maybe the one time I touch grass, something will happen to me. But that's why we live our lives. You cannot live our lives constantly in fear. Let me only till spring. Wait, where is it? Hold up. Where is it? Here. It's here. It's very important. This one. No, it's not this one. Hold on. This one. What the heck? Where is it? I haven't done one in a while because I haven't fixed my plugin. Maybe I'll do one next month. Yeah. 2023 has been on and off, at least, a very difficult year for VTubers. Spring 2023 was especially harsh. Summer seemed to turn it all around, but recently that trend seems to be reversing again. I think it's because people don't have experience with the turnover. And a lot of people started VTubing in a period where they had a lot more free time. You know? And then a lot of people started it when it blew up and they realized that it's not something for them. They have enough time now to determine that, hey, this is not for me, you know? Or I cannot make this a career for me, and so they end up quitting. And that's okay, right? But it is the reality for a lot of people. You may remember the 21st of night of September, but do you remember the Alamo? What about the Boffin Man? Do you remember the 5th of November? Are we gonna watch V for Vendetta? I remember when that movie came out, guys. I had the biggest crush. I had the biggest crush. Also, I low-key had a crush on Zoro. Not from One Piece, but like Zoro. Yeah. Sorry, I was just contemplating. Okay, I'm valid for that though. Okay. It was really, really iconic. It's kind of shocking to me because I didn't realize V for Vendetta was that iconic to a lot of people, but it actually really is. I agree, it's a balance. Relationships and experiences online often come with the danger of absorbing you rather than the other way around. It's important to live your real life. I agree, and I feel like for a lot of people, because there is so much accessibility online to just meet new people, to talk to new people, to get that exposure and social battery filled for you, right? To just be whoever you want, do whatever you want, right? It's so easy that people tend to take advantage of it. And they see a lot of things as replaceable. Oh, you lost this person? Oh, you can just find another in this Discord server, you know? Like, it's kind of disconcerting. Not everybody is like that, right? But it is very easy to move on relative. Especially since people are so open online, you know? Like, for me personally, I'm, like, relatively the same, right? I don't really care. But for a lot of people, because they're so open online, they tend to get closer to people faster and faster. And then they... How would I describe this? They develop this codependency on people, and they end up being unable to be on their own. You know what I mean? Feel like Zoro from One Piece? I'm not gonna lie. Last time I watched One Piece was like the 4Kids thing. 4Kids when it was airing like on like YTD. It's a lot. It's a lot. You want to know what to get from DoorDash. That's what you want to know, right? It was on Terebi. Okay, it was on the Terebi. It was... Fuck off, bug! It was easily accessible. Where? Seriously, I don't care if you want to live in this room, but stay out of my space. So fucking annoying. Codependency is scary. It's also often paired with other toxic behaviors from either party. I will say that when I was younger, I don't think I did much wrong, right? But I do think I was, like, if I had to say anything I did do wrong, is being very, very clingy to people. Get a salad. Get a salad. I want to get a salad. Jonathan Gold, get a Rana fly soda for God's sake. I think there is one in the house. To be honest, I don't know if I ever want to do a Donathon goal. I have very complicated feelings about one. Like, I don't know. I'm sure I'm not the only content creator, like streamer, that feels a mix of emotions when considering like a Donathon goal. But for me, it's... I feel... I don't know. How would I describe it? I feel bad. And what else do I feel? I think there's definitely like a fear of failure for a Donathon goal. I don't... You think you're milking us? I don't know if it's that. For me, like, okay, I'm not very good at asking for help. And to me, for a lot of people, I realized that as I've gotten older, money means different things to people. For me, it's a big thing. Like, I will give money easily, but I will not ask for it. Like, anytime my friend is like, something goes on, I'm like, oh, do you need money? I can give you money if you need it. But for them, they also feel similarly. You know? But I have a hard time... Like, this personally, right? I said a long time ago, I don't think you should, personally, for me, right? I don't think you should do a Donathon before 3 months. I don't think that's enough time to get to know the streamer. And obviously, everybody... How every streamer presents themselves is differently, right? For me, I'm just me. Like, there's nothing complicated about it. But when there's a Donathon, there is an expectation to fulfill certain goals. And I don't know how comfortable I feel yet placing certain goals on... What do you call it? Like a monthly goal or like a membership goal is a bit different because there's already something there, you know? With a Donathon, you're starting from scratch, and with like a membership goal, I feel like you can get the results faster more often than not, and there isn't really like a huge expectation to get it every month, you know? Definitely, I'm worried of people who are excessively vulnerable online, exactly for what you described. I love the genuine relationships that the internet brings. The people who take advantage of that can be draining. Yeah, and they will sniff them out. They will sniff out people that, like, need connection. Bye, Dapper, have fun at work. That, like, people who... You can see that they're, like, desperate or they're lonely, and they take advantage of that, and it's really, really gross to see. Because, especially if you're like from an outside perspective, and you can only watch. You know, that's why I understand why some people might remove themselves from those, like, from being friends with that person, because it's very, very difficult to watch someone hurt themselves over and over again. You know? And this isn't to blame them, right? It's the cycle of abuse is very, very difficult to escape. But it is hard for people to witness. You don't want to see someone you love get hurt, you know? And sometimes they just won't listen, and it's pretty normal for them to not listen, but it does suck to see, you know? People want to give you money, Rana. The thing is, I don't want to be a greedy person, but I also want to be ambitious, you know? And I feel like if you... Oh, my music! Oh no! Hold up. Where did that? No, I don't want to listen to this right now. Where is it? Yeah, listen to this. The thing is, when you put a donathon, because it's like a limited time, a very, very limited time usually, more often than not, I don't want people to feel very pressured or feel bad they can't contribute. You know? Also, how would I describe this? I never want anyone to go bankrupt for me or put like themselves in a position of emotional instability. Also, I forgot to say welcome back, Quispy. Like, I would never want anyone to do that. Because... Wait, hold up a second. I've heard it a million times before. Oh no, I don't deserve this money. I don't deserve this following. Let me just stop you right there. I didn't say I don't deserve it. No, I do deserve it. But I don't want to put that burden on a small community. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Maybe if you caught me on a bad day, I would say I don't deserve it, right? But, okay? My point is, I don't want to burden, like, a small community with that. You know what I mean? I don't want people to get caught up in the energy and feel compelled to spend out of their means. That would not make me comfortable. I would feel very bad for that. You know? Behind. You're supposed to be a bully, but you act very kind. I like to bully people and, like, banter. There are some things you should not joke about. Okay? Or some things I will not joke about. Like, I'll take it alone. Shut the fuck up. How do I put this? I don't feel entitled. Okay? I will say the reality is, like, if you guys don't choose to support me, I can't continue this job. You know? That's how this works. And... that's... what do you call it? How do I put this? I don't know how to describe it. Banter is what sets you apart from other VTubers? No. There's more than that that sets me apart. I'm not gonna pretend that's not true. What the fuck? So the issue is that this community is at least currently too small for that. What kind of sub/membership count do you imagine would be big enough for you to be comfortable with a donathon? I don't know. I don't know where I'm gonna be, like, in a year or something. That's why, like, if something's coming up, like, if there was, like, ever an event, I try to give, like, notice so there's time for people to save up. Because sometimes people, like, if there's, like, for example, theoretically, like, merchandise, I would ask to, like, give a heads up. So, you guys can, what do you call it? Inside. People say it's Tuesday. Sun has been red. Look each other up, boy. Won't say sense and prayer. Hey, where is it? I see what's up. Oh! Hold up a second. Are you listening? This is a very important thing. Everything I say is important. Are you listening? Are you a good boy? Don't be a fucking degenerate. You better fucking listen! Because I'm using my keys. Yeah. Now, most of your viewers were programmers. They can afford to have you stream for months. I know this is shocking, right? I know this is shocking, but I'm not everyone's first priority. I know, I didn't expect it either, but I'm not everyone's first priority. a lot of people who watch small VTubers or like small corpos will watch other small corpos, and there's nothing wrong with that. But especially if you have like anniversaries around the same time, right? People will spread out their income across them, and that's just how it is. I only watch Rana. I know for a fact that's a lie. Delusional fuck. Well, it's legitimately a psychologically / unhealthy unhealthy social way to think about it. Real talk. I legitimately feel bad I am not rich enough to support all the talents like you with some sort of contributions I at least you feel you deserve. It's nice that you like care that much. I do appreciate the sentiment. Ultimately, we're not owed anything though. You can give incentives for people to share promo stuff for the donathon so they can feel like they're still supporting you. That's true, but that's also a lot of work and very, very difficult to verify. I don't know how that would actually be able to work. You know, I don't know if you can do anything like to actually verify it now that I think about it. Because realistically, we don't have the scale to check that, you know, or like to program something to check that. Although I do think that like that can potentially be implemented. That's a good idea, Rosian. It's just logistically figuring it out, you know? I find all night alive. There are way too many wonderful and deserving talents out there. Simply not enough time or money to spread among them. That's not wrong. I mean, it's just the reality. Some people will get their big breaks, some people won't. That's the life. Rana, I have to confess something. I have not been faithful. I've been watching other VTuber streams. I'm utterly shocked. Disgusted, yes. Shocked? No. You can find some real gems in small corporations, and I think you're one of them. Aww. Thank you, Vanny. That's sweet of you. Sure, I feel bad because I do want to support others financially, but I'm stretched thin as it is. It's not important in expense, of course, but I want to support others as much as possible. I think that sentiment is very nice, Chief. People do appreciate it. It's just the reality, you know? I personally wouldn't... I wouldn't want people to feel pressured, you know? I don't know if that makes sense. Some people have a more diverse income, you know, where they get income from a variety of sources. But for others, not so much. Like some people, it's just like a couple people that stand out in the community, you know? And it's not fair to put a burden on them. And ultimately, right, that is kind of like how the situation can lead to sometimes. Does that make sense? I've always been more of a lurker. I don't type a lot, but I almost always have your stream up listening and while I do other stuff. Aw, thank you, Master. That makes me happy to hear. Consider how normal people can't even envision donating to streamers as anything other than a pathetic simp behavior. That's true. There's like a different culture around it, especially if you're not like regularly watching VTubers. It's weird to think about, honestly. But it's also strange to think about how many people do watch like streamers and what do you call it? How would I describe this? I don't remember what I was trying to describe. I just don't make much money, but I spend very little of it. You never know when there's going to be an emergency. It's good that you're saving up. That's true. You never know when anything could happen. Then your life gets flipped, turned upside down. You know? What was I thinking of? I was thinking of the lyrics for the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. How did it go again? Now this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside, or tip-top, I don't know, turned upside down? I don't know. Now I'd like to take a minute, just sit right here and tell you all about how the beginning of the Prince of Bel-Air. Listen for a cat, or wait, when it came near, lessons placed a impression it had dice on the mirror. Anything I could say that this cub was rare, but I thought, nah, forget it, you're home to Bel-Air. Long and I got used to things like that long ago, but then Rana changed how I felt about that. Aww. It's because I'm not like other streamers. I'm so different from other streamers. Wait, hold up. I need this up. Wait, where is it? I need to listen to it. Sorry, I'm not gonna listen to As the World Caves In anymore. I'm gonna listen to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Because this is a story all about how my life got flipped turned upside down. I'd like to get a minute, just sit right here until y'all be counting about Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You guys didn't listen to me do the, like, some of you did for Superstar. For Hentai Dude and Moe Shop. A few years ago, can imagine I'd be giving money to streamers now. Many of my friends think watching VTubers is just cringe and make fun of it. I think it's because VTubers aren't seen as real people. People, like, VTubers aren't seen as people to interact with that have their own lives and, like, struggles. They're just seen as... Where? Get out of my fucking space, you stupid bug! Hang on, this was man, most my days. I'm not max and relax, no cool, no shooting some b-ball outside of the school when a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got one little fine, my mom got scared and said to move in with the auntie and uncle in Bel-Air. Sorry. I'm so fucking tired of this, bro. Like, a lot of people just see, like, streamers as money grubbers, but how is it any different from, like, kind of going to, like, a concert? You know? I don't know what it is. It's very itty-bitty, teeny-tiny. It's harassing me. I'm getting harassed in my own house. Superstar is a bop. I want to do a cover of it, but it's a little inappropriate. There's some things in it I can't say. Up the house about 7 or 8 and I out to the cab, be home, smell you later. Looked at my kingdom, I was finally there. The shit in the... Oh, that was the... I meant to say sit. Hold up, let me find this. Is that this one? Hmm. There you go. Where is it? Oh, this one's so fucking funny, the lyrics for this. I'm a hentai superstar. I got 2D hoes, they know who we are. We look fresh to death, hopping out the car. Anime girls running from here and far. Young senpai got the game on lock. 2D girls trying to get up on our jock. Young senpai got the game on lock. My shop, let me show you how we rock. So, who you know got stacks on deck, spending every single dollar on some anime sex. 2D booty be my motive for those anime breasts. Let me see you bend it over while I'm throwing all these checks, yeah. 13 with a waifu and a dream, but now living it big with my mall mansion team. This song is... It's certainly a special song. I'll say that much. Wait, where is it? Hmm? Oh, yes, I want to listen to this. You're a real individual and I hope you put yourself first. I'm so good at that. I'm not good at that. You know what's up, Blanc? Is happiness online possible after hearing Rana drop those sick lyrics? I believe the answer is yes. So true. I didn't write it, but you know, I would say that it's an expression of happiness. Probably one of the best artistic things of our generation. I find all night alive. The stormy friends I have think that VTubers are just dudes using voice changers and anime avatars. Hold up. Wait. Is this possible? You know, maybe I shouldn't do that. Okay. The name of that song? It's Superstar. My hentai dude in Moe shop. Alright, gonna have to go make a few panic attacks while preparing for the flight tomorrow. Hey, you got this. You know, it'll work out. I hope that you have tons of fun. Make sure to stay safe. Let us know when you land, okay? You guys know the song is The World King's In? I really love this song. There's something so romantic about it. But it's actually about his cat. Where is it? I can't hear myself. I can... Your back is pretty tired. We've drunk a couple bottles of Spain and set our grave aside. The papers say it's doomsday. The button has been pressed. Gonna nuke each other up, boys. Don't Satan stands impressed. Here it is, our final night alive. As the ground, oh girl, it's you that I lie with. As the This song is so good. Wait, this is a cover I'm listening to it though. The original is too low for me. Oh, did it? Do you see? Unlucky. Yeah, guys. My bad. I didn't want you guys to know that I was actually an Ikemen. I'm sorry. As repentance, I will post my balls on twitter.com. I'm so sorry. With how many VTubers I watch, or YouTubers I watch, I start to forget they are people. It's like watching a movie, they don't interact with you. You're just observer. I can definitely understand people thinking that. It's very easy to get in this mentality when you don't have like this personal connection. You know what I mean? Oh shit. The truth is out. It's okay, we still love you. Sometimes the sausage makes it better. So, you're telling me that you love all 4 inches of me? Really? Do you? Do you love all 4 inches? Sorry, I meant 40 inches. There was a lot of voice changing before, yes. Not so much anymore, but... I wonder, if I use a voice changer, would you guys be able to tell? Oh God, it's you that I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. I'm gonna order food. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but like I can't eat anything else, otherwise I'm gonna get heartburn. I must be. What can I get? And let me check my bank account. I made a big purchase yesterday that I cannot regret. I need to get a refund actually. I ordered something on Amazon and then it didn't come, and then I never got the refund for it. It's quite expensive. Looks in, oh God, it's you. Can I even? Oh, I got my... Oh my god, this is after the refund. I did get the refund. Holy shit. It was just that expensive. However, I'm just like, I'm very sensitive to it. Thanks. I do have a nice personality. I'm so hungry. My name made fun of some YouTuber, which I never do to someone IRL. Maybe think about that type of stuff a lot more. I think it's because they're a public figure. You see them as a public figure rather than a person. It's very easy to just like dehumanize them and put them on a pedestal, you know? And they are suddenly, instead of being someone that you know that has feelings and can say things, all you see is out of context things that make you put certain expectations on them. You know what I mean? You should probably eat something, Junebug. Happiness online, I like the personality. Folks like you, Rana. I love your cool personality. Thank you. I am very cool. Baklina. Hi, Germ. What should I get? She's like, save your money, but I'm like, I'm gonna die young. Why does it matter if I save my money? Huh? Why does it matter? I'm just gonna die in like 10 years. Huh? I don't want this. It's not very clear about what's open. Oh, this will make me sick. Chocobo? I don't think it's actually an option. I want something healthy. Oh, what is this? Cookie dough? There's frozen Haagen-Dazs cookie dough? What the heck? 10 is very specific. Got a death note for that. I can make it myself. This barbecue place is garbage. I wanted to like it. I really did, but it was garbage. A salad earlier? I don't think any of the places I like that have salads I like are open. I like a burrito bowl and salads. What did I not know? Did I not know something? Yeah. Where is my shrine? Nobody has posted a picture of my shrine. I said I wanted this to debut and I haven't seen anything and it makes me really, really sad. Then you guys are like, but Rana, you don't have any physical merch. You could print out the merch that I have myself for my voice pack. But no, nobody did it. I do like cookie dough. That's why I was excited. I wanted the cookie dough. How expensive it is? I'm not sure. Let me look. Let me look. How much is this? Oh my god! That's $9. I'm Spartan's wallpaper. It's not the same. I can't, Rana. I looked, your merch is sold out. That's because it was temporary. It was only for like 2 weeks in August. And actually, I didn't say this before, but apparently it actually sold really well. So thank you. You did your job. The basics. Huh? Do it again. When the next one comes out. Whenever. I don't know when that will be. I did. I actually ended up getting the pumpkin pie blizzard. Did he? I didn't see a shrine. Wait. Hold on. Post it again. I'm gonna look. I'm TV as the end of the locks in. Oh god, it's you. Is that a shrine? I mean, it does look cool. It is very satisfying to look at. In demand? I wish I was in demand. Let's see. I see the end of the locks in. Oh god, it's you. I still need to work on my Stellar cover. I promise it is being worked on. Okay, hold on. I feel bad. Okay, I haven't given an update because this was actually a membership goal we had a couple months ago. I mean, it's digital merch. It's digital merch. It was digital merch. And it was... The reason it says sold out is because it was like a temporary... it was a limited purchase. Let me find it. What? Are you serious? Why is this lagging? Okay, hold on. Let me do this. I will show you guys an update on the Stellar cover. Oh god, it's you. I watch TV with... Where... Here. There you go. There's some art from it. It's not... Well, this is done, right? but there's other art too, and this is a cropped version. So there you go. I just need to record and I need to get harmony guides. I could do it by ear, but I really don't want to. I really don't want to do it by ear. I don't want to suffer through that. One of the conversations we have during streams are some of the most real, fun, and helpful conversations. It makes me nostalgic for the times when my friends would walk at night at 3 AM and just talk about life. I know what feeling you're talking about. It's so nice. It mostly happens with my sister though, not friends. Good night, Venerate. I hope you feel better and recover soon. But yes, I have been working on it. And by working on it, I ordered the art. So. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I should probably call it here soon. Here. I do think I've improved though. Let's see if I can do it. I've been singing Stellar Stellar a lot. It's kind of stuck in my head. I'm in like a hostage situation with it. Let's see, I'll do a sample. Here, I should sit up in my chair at least. Hold up, I need to pull the lyrics up. Okay, don't do what I did, okay? Do not do this hunched over in your chair. It's really hard. I can't. You should 100% stand if you're singing. Or at least, like, sit up properly, but I didn't even do that. Alright, you guys help me decide when I'm gonna eat. Okay. And then I'll leave. I'm hungry, please. Help. I don't know what I want. What do I want? When they inevitably make the Ranayana plushie, what classic Rana quotes or quotes/phrases would you want to say or want her to say when you squeeze her belly? I don't know if something like that will ever happen. I really wish it could happen, but I don't know. What kind of food do you prefer? I want something healthier. I don't know if I want a sandwich. I went on a Subway spree like a couple weeks ago, and now I don't want Subway anymore. Always good to dream big. It is good to dream big, but I'm not in a position where I want to get my hopes up with things right now. So what you're saying is if we don't help you decide, you'll stay here? No. Yeah, there aren't really any silent places. It's probably because it's for healthy people and the healthy people go to bed early. Maybe I just won't eat. Did I eat today? Oh, I had a small bowl of pasta. You'll just say fucking and get pizza. Do I even want pizza? I don't know about that. Oh, I should look at my phone. Why am I not looking at my phone? An apple? Actually, I did find an apple, but unfortunately it was in like a jar of the fridge that was like kind of moldy. Yeah, I mean the thing is, I'm so tired of ordering from burger places and then it's shit. It happens to me all the time. It's really depressing. Maybe it's because I'm like picky about food, but like there's just something about it that's not super mid. You know what I mean? Domino's or Pizza Hut? I don't eat either of those. So I could not tell you. A lot of people like Domino's though. You know what I would really want? I would really want some stuff right now. Veggie lovers or margarita? Okay, veggie lovers, that is, you are sick. But margarita, that is good. The margarita I can accept and respect. Low standards for burger places nowadays. I mean, otherwise you just get disappointed. Keep your standards low, guys. That's my advice for you in life. Don't actually do that. Don't be happy. Oh wait, I went to this place and it was shit. It made me really angry, but it is buy one get one free. Maybe I just won't get salmon. The salmon really made me upset. That was like the saddest thing I've ever experienced. Okay, it was one of the saddest things. A Southwest bowl, but I don't want peppers. I just want sunshine salad. Let me see. Okay. Fuck you guys. I decide what I want. I'm gonna get a salad bowl. I will get it from the same place, but I will not get that tuna. My bad, guys. I looked at the menu, right? It turns out it was tuna this entire time. I thought it was salmon. I swear it said salmon before. I'm gonna go back and check my order. I'm gonna go back. Let me look at the history of this. I was like, this tastes like tuna. You receipt. Oh shit, it was tuna. It was tuna the entire time. I thought it was salmon. I thought it was salmon. Oh no. That would explain why it tasted like tuna. Remember guys, I was eating it during fucking Dark Souls and Baldur's Gate 3 and I was like, this tastes like tuna. It doesn't look like salmon. It doesn't taste like salmon. It tastes like tuna. If I read tuna, I don't know what possessed me to think it was salmon. It was tuna. If I knew it was tuna, I never would have eaten it. Did I even say tuna during the stream and it just registered as salmon in my head? Nobody check the VOD. Don't look. It's their fault. I feel like buy one get one free though. I gaslit myself into thinking it was salmon because I wanted salmon so bad. I heard someone say that all Mexican food is the same food, just presented differently, and as a Hispanic person, I hate how right that is. There is not much Hispanic food here, unfortunately, in Canada. But I really get a craving for it sometimes. It sucks, but I, like, anytime, like, they're like, oh yeah, this is Mexican food, or, like, Spanish food or anything, I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna be good. If it's, like, a family-owned business, then I'm like, maybe it's gonna be good. I know them. Oh, hold on. Let me say thank you. Thank you, Crispy. Thank you, Venerate. Thank you, Guy. Thank you, Parker. Thank you, Raykuma. Thank you, Squid. Thank you, DAxChuy. Thank you, Evan. Thank you, Steven. Thank you, Kai. Thank you, Sana. Thank you, Wiz. Thank you, Fies. And thank you, Foereng. Much appreciated. I did not almost phone them to give them shit. I wouldn't do that. What the fuck? Unless my order was wrong, I wouldn't do that. I rarely, like, complain. Well, I mean, I do complain a lot, but, like, I rarely complain about, like, other things, you know? Okay, so tomorrow, I'm doing the Call of Cthulhu stream, and that's gonna be on Cocono's channel, okay? So, Cocono should have her waiting room up right now, so I'm gonna raid that. And that will be in the next stream, and then after that, I'll be playing Baldur's Gate 3 on my channel. What the heck? Kokone! Kokone! Nande! Thank you, I appreciate it. Salmon, not tuna. Thank God. Where is it? Oh, okay. I didn't get the date wrong. I'm not crazy. She just doesn't have the waiting room up. God damn it, Kokone! It's okay, she's a busy girl. Well, instead I'm gonna raid my waiting room. Or Baldur's Gate 3. Also, fun fact, did you guys know that I'm doing a sponsored stream for Raid Shadow Legends in a few days? And if you guys want to play with me, which, I mean, you could maybe potentially win at something in your life for the first time ever, really, you know, you could do that. It's actually really fun. I've done it before and I had a good time. We were watching a bunch of ads and I enjoyed it a lot. But my links are on the, what do you call it? On that one. Hold on. You can start playing early. Here, I'll actually read that stream instead. You guys can see in the description. And then there will be a community post as well. Alrighty. I am out of here. I'm a skedaddle. You have a question about raids? What is your question? Death Knight, my second Oshi. Honestly, if you guys ditched me for Death Knight, I would understand. I would understand. I noticed that on YouTube, VTubers only seem to be raided by other VTubers. Is it considered taboo for Flush Tubers to raid VTubers and vice versa? It's not. I don't think it's taboo. I think it's just because like the audience for VTubers is different, so there may not be as much meshing. I'm sorry. I have to say bye to you, Jane. I love you. Guys, check out Jade's channel. She streams on Twitch though. But she's very adorable. So make sure to support her lots, okay? I should just retweeted her today. She got her little teeny model. It's so cute. Alrighty. Let me... Oh, yeah, no. I'm gonna leave. I forgot what I was doing. How could I forget something as important as leaving you? Feels so good to emotionally damage you. Okay, bye.